Both Shimano and SRAM have road group sets with hydraulic discs ready to go for 2014, so we spoke to some industry experts to find out their views.
SRAM and Shimano are in the market. We've seen a massive increase in the number of disc bikes on the floor here. This year, it's finally here. We got BMC, we got Orbea, Ridley, all the big names now have some sort of disc frame. We've seen sort of a mix of race-oriented disc bikes. Bianchi has one of those. Bikes that can handle a little bit of dirt roads, handle some gravel, but aren't full cross bikes. So they're road geometry. They use the discs to allow a little bit extra tire clearance.
Development actually started 15 years ago with mountain bike brakes, because a lot of the features come from the mountain bike side, but specific road brakes took us like 1.5 to 2 years to get it into the shifters of the road system.
At a certain point we decided, okay, we will have disc brakes available on road bikes. Then we choose, okay, what's the best possible use for this kind of bicycle? Is it maybe it's not like, let's say, like full world tour level racing, but there are a lot of other riders who also use it for, let's say, just leisure time or commuting or whatever. And there we can see a very good advantage for discs.
All condition braking, and it's going to feel exactly the same every single time you squeeze that brake. You know, with the traditional caliper, it's highly dependent on brake pad, on rim surface, on the brake itself. All those brakes feel very different. With a disc, you get the exact same feel every single time.
Especially in bad weather conditions. You know, you can make your wheel slider. You actually pull away the braking force from the rim, so you can totally redesign the wheel and put all the braking in the disc.
With the introduction of disc brakes, one of the biggest questions we get is, oh, now that everything's probably going to go disc brake on road, we're seeing it on cyclocross already, that'll probably mean the rims will drop all kinds of weight. It's not really the case. So what we're going to see is we will be able to optimize the rims in a different way. We'll be able to use this surface in the aerodynamic efficiency.
More tire clearance gives frame builders a little bit more leeway, gives them more space, because you're not building a brake arch, particularly on the rear end.
It takes some time to get used to, because in the beginning, you know, when we handed over the first test bikes to our racers, to the riders, it was a totally different feeling at the lever. Because, you know, normally when you look at when you let's say have a normal caliper brake and you see it when you brake, there's always some slight front to back movement, which is actually, you know, you're losing brake power at that point.
Is really excellent modulation. So with a traditional rim brake, you're squeezing down on a rim. If that rim isn't perfect, which most carbon rims aren't, and even aluminum rims are never going to be perfect, you know, you get a little bit of fade, a little bit of sort of maybe a tick or something like that. Discs, you're never going to get that. It's going to feel exactly the same every single time. Very easy to modulate. You know exactly how much pressure you're putting on the brakes at any given time.
It adds heat, it adds a little bit of weight. You have to make the frame stronger in that area. So it's not just like using the same frame and slapping some disc brakes on it. It's a totally new development project.
There are certainly disadvantages. They're a little bit harder to work on.
The mechanics, they might need a little more time, like 2 or 3 seconds more to change wheels, because they have to flip in the disc. It might take a little more.
Your average home mechanic is going to maybe have a little bit more difficulty with bleeding a brake, particularly if they're a road racer or a road rider and they're not used to mountain bikes. But I think the advantages at the end of the day, they definitely outweigh the disadvantages. It is important to note that these brakes have been designed around road, maybe cross use, so they're not as powerful as a mountain bike disc brake. Because you have much smaller contact patch on the tire, you have much less grip on the tire. It's much easier to overcome that grip on the tire, so you need less power out of the brake, you need more modulation.
I totally agree with the UCI that, okay, that they have to investigate what can go wrong, or what's the next step.
It should be stated that it is still a rumor, is that Paris-Roubaix 2015 will be a road disc brake test event.
And when you have a peloton and maybe a few riders are having discs and the others don't, there is actually, you know, a difference in braking performance. So when a guy in the front of the pack is braking very hard on his hydraulics, and the guy, a few guys later in the peloton, you know, they don't have enough braking power, it can cause a crash.
That we know it's worth investing in it. no matter if the pros are riding it or not.
At the end of the day, a better brake is going to be a faster bike. It's true in every single wheeled sport in the history of mankind.
Will you be rushing out to buy hydraulic disc brakes for your road bike? Let us know your thoughts in the comments section below.
Here is Ben Raby from SRAM, and also Mark Cavendish's bike, which today made a little bit of history because it's the first time that a bike with hydraulic brakes has been used in a road race. Now, Ben's going to talk us through it